Welcome everybody, this is IGCSE Mathematics with teacher Omar. Okay, let's have making x as subject. How can we make x as subject in algebraic equations? Here, if you are asked to make x as subject, you need to change the operations. What do we mean by operations? Sometimes we have plus should be changed to minus and vice versa. Times should be changed into divided by or division and vice versa. And sometimes we need to have square root. If we have x squared, we need to make square root and vice versa. Let's see through examples. First, we have x plus b equals c. The question is, make x as subject. How? This is to change the operation first. What's the operation here? It is addition. So b will be transferred there and x will be equal to c minus b. Let's have another example, which is x minus k equals h. So we change the operation, which is minus should be changed into plus and k should be transferred to the other side. Here it will be x equals h plus k. Now let's have this type multiplication. Ax equals t. That means here we want to change the operation, which is multiplication. It's actually a times x equals t. So how can we change this? We divide by a both sides. So a will be cancelled with this a. And finally we get x equals t over a. Next we have x divided by L equals n. So the operation should be changed. The operation here is division. So here we have x times L over L equals n times L. So we multiply both sides by L to get L cancelled with L, and then we are left with x equals n times L. Okay, now let's have another example, which is x divided by L equals n. Here we have also x times L. We cancel them both and then we get x equals n times L. So here we have, if we have a mixed operation here, we have ax divided by L equals n. So here we change the operations. We have first multiply by L both sides. So L cancels L. So we'll be left with ax equals n times L. And then what? Then we divide both sides by a. So a will be cancelled with a, and finally we get x equals n times L divided by a. What's next? Here we have to know the difference between, or what's the difference between x over a plus a, or x over L plus a equals y, and x plus a both over L equals y. Here we go. First, the first part or the first equation is x over L plus a equals y. So here we change the operation. First we transfer a, or we minus or we subtract a. So it will be x over L equals n minus a. Okay, so here we transferred a. and then we multiply both sides by L, and then we get L cancelled with L, and then we are left with x equals NL minus AL. Okay, here because we multiply both by L. So this is the first type. The second type is x plus a, both are divided by L, equals y. So here we change the operations. We start by multiplication. You multiply both sides by L, and we get L cancels L. So x plus a equals YL. So what should we do then? We transfer a, or we subtract a. Here, this will be x equals YL minus a. Then we have another type, or so we summarize the difference between x over L plus a equals y and x plus a over L equals y. The first part, or the first equation, is x equals n L minus AL, and the second equation equals x equals YL minus a. So you can easily differentiate between them both. Okay, let's shift to another part, which is if you have x squared equals h. So we change the operation, which is taking the square root of both. Here, square root of x squared equals square root of h. So x will be equal to square root of h, because the square root is cancelled with the square. Okay, what if we have square root of x equals j? We change the operation, which is we make square for both. So again, x, square root of x, the square root will be cancelled with the square, so we will be left with x equals j square. Okay, thank you. I hope to meet you later.